Welcome to Knowledge is the Power. Friends, in this video, we will discuss on the topic multiple choice questions on CCS leave rules. First question, what is the maximum number of days of EL that can be held by a government servant? Options here, option A 180 days, option B 300 days, option C 310, option D 375 days. Here the right answer is option B 300 days. Maximum number of days that can be held by a government servant is 300 days. Next question. If an official is recalled to duty before expiry of his leave, he may be treated as options here. Option A on duty, option B dies none, option C on leave period, option D none of the above. Here the right answer is option A on duty. If an official recalled to duty before expiry of his leave, it will be treated as on duty. Next question. Which of the leave rules would apply if a government servant is temporarily deputed to foreign services in India? Options here. Option A. Leave rules of foreign service. Option B. CCS leave rules. Option C. CCS leave rules and foreign service leave rules. Option D. None of the above. Here the right answer is option B. CCS leave rules 1972. If a government servant temporarily deputed to foreign services, CCS leave rules 1972 will be applied to him. Next question. A government servant ceases to have any claim for leave to his credit if he has options here. Option A. Resign to take up another appointment in government service. Option B. Retired. Option C. Been dismissed. Option D. Been reinstated. Here the right answer is option C. Been dismissed. If a government servant dismissed from service, leaves which are credited in his account will be seized. Next question. If a government servant claims for commutation of one kind of leave into another, he should for commutation within a period of options here. Option A, next day of completion of leave period. Option B, 15 days. Option C, 30 days. Option D, 45 days. Here the right answer is option C, 30 days. If a government employee claims for a commutation of one kind of leave to another kind of leave, should be applied within 30 days. Next question. Which kind of leave can combined with any other kind of leave? Options here. Option A, earned leave. Option B, casual leave. Option C, maternity leave. Option D, special casual leave. Here the right answer is option B, casual leave. Casual leave cannot be combined with any other kind of leave. Next question. Absence by a government servant after expiry of leave shall be debited to his leave account as to the extent of such leave is due. Options here. Option A, earned leave. Option B, leave not due. Option C, half pay leave. Option D, none of the above. Here the right answer is option C, half pay leave. A government servant still absent after the expiry of leave, half pay leave will be debited to his account. Next question. How many days of earned leave is credited in account advance for each half year to an employee who joins duty on 1st January? Options here. Option A, 15 days. Option B, 30 days. Option C, 300 days. Option D, 90 days. Here the right answer is option A, 15 days. 15 days will be credited to his account for every half year who joins duty on 1st January. Next question. Overstay of leave debited to HPL account without leave salary. Options here. Option A, will not count for increment. Option B, will count for increment. Option C, will be treated as duty. Option D, both A and B. Here the right answer is option A, will not count for increment. Overstay of leave debited to HPL account will not count for increment. Next question. Ceiling on availing EL at a time if leave spent in India is options here. Option A, 120 days. Option B, 180 days. Option C, 5 years. Option D, 30 days. Here the right answer is Option B 180 days. Ceiling limit for availing earned leave at India at a time is 180 days. Next question. In case of availing child care leave, the age limit of dependent disabled children is up to options here. Option A 22 years, option B 18 years, option C no limit, option D up to retirement of the official. Here the right answer is option A 22 years. If a child is a disabled, to avail CCL, the age limit of child would be below 22 years or up to 22 years eligible. Next question. Combination of leave is not permissible in case of options here. Option A EL with HPL, option B CL with EL, option C committed leave with maternity leave, option D all the above. Here the right answer is option B CL with EL. Here combination of leave, casual leave with earned leave will not be permissible as per the rule. EL with HPL permissible and committed leave with maternity leave also permissible. So the right answer is CL with EL. It is not permissible as per the rule. Next question. The following kind of leave cannot be committed into any other kind of leave. Options here. Option A earned leave, option B leave not due, option C casual leave, option D committed leave. Here the right answer is option C casual leave. Casual leave not combined with any other kind of leave. Next question. Which one of the following kinds of leave is not a recognized of leave? Options here. Option A earned leave, option B committed leave, option C casual leave, option D half pay leave. Here the right answer is option C casual leave. Casual leave is not recognized form of leave. Next question. Full-time casual laborers with temporary status are eligible for options here. Option A earned leave, option B maternity leave, option C half pay leave, option D committed leave. Here the right answer is option B maternity leave. FTCL or full-time casual laborers are eligible for maternity leave. EL, HPL and committed leave are not eligible for FTCL or full-time casual laborers. Next question. Balance of this kind of leave shall be carried forward to the next year or half year. Options here. Option A casual leave, option B study leave, option C half pay leave, option D all the above. Here the right answer is option C half pay leave. Here only half pay leave will be carried forward to the next year or half year, which are balanced. Next question. No leave salary advance may be granted when the leave taken is less than dash days. Options here. Option A 45 days, option B 300 days, option C 30 days, option D 10 days. Here the right answer is option C 30 days. Next question. CCS leave rules 1972 is applicable to options here. Option A railway servants, option B government servants appointed to the civil services and posts in connection with the affairs of the union. Option C persons paid from contingencies. Option D members of all India services. Here the right answer is option B government servant appointed to the civil services and post in connection with the affairs of the union. Next question. The applicability of regularizing the period of suspension as leave under CCS leave rules 1972 by a disciplinary authority is restricted for a continuous period of options here. Option A 5 years, option B 180 days, option C 300 days, option D no limit. Here the right answer is option D no limit. It means the regularizing the period of suspension under CCS leave rules 1972 by a disciplinary authority is no limit. Next question. paternity leave is allowed for dash days. Options here, option A 30 days, option B 15 days, option C 10 days, option D 8 days. Here the right answer is 15 days. 15 days paternity leave will be allowed to a government servant. Next question. Casual leave can be combined with options here. Option A special casual leave, option B earned leave, option C half pay leave, option D none of the above. Here the right answer is option A special casual leave. Special casual leave can be combined with casual leave. Next question. Child care leave shall be admissible for options here. Option A first child only, option B 2 eldest surviving children, option C any child, option D none of the above. Here the right answer is option B 2 eldest surviving children only. Child care leave shall be admissible for 2 eldest surviving children only. Next question. The date on which CCS leave rules 1972 came into effect is options here. Option A 1st January 1972, option B 1st April 1972, option C 1st June 1972, option D 15th August 1972. Here the right answer is option C 1st June 1972. Next question. When a government servant applies for a specific kind of leave, the sanctioning authority does not have power to options here. Option A sanction, option B reject, option C alter, option D revoke. Here the right answer is option C alter. The leave sanctioning authority does not have power to the alter the leave which are applied by the employees. Next question. The maximum period of continuous of leave any kind of which can be allowed to a government servant. Options here. Option A 10 days, option B 90 days, option C 365 days, option D 5 years. Here the right answer is 5 years. Maximum continuous leave or kind of leave can be allowed to a government servant is 5 years. Next question. No leave shall be granted to government servant if he is options here. Option A on leave preparatory to retirement, option B under suspension, option C to work as an examiner, option D to visit abroad with proper permission. Here the right answer is option B under suspension. Leave will not granted if the official is under suspension. Next question. What will be the leave salary if of an employee who avail HPL? Options here. Option A pay last drawn, option B 50% of amount admissible on AL, option C 75% of amount admissible on EL, option D 25% of the amount admissible on EL. Here the right answer is option B 50% of amount admissible on EL. Leave salary of an employee who avails HPL is 50% of an amount admissible on EL. Next question. Under what grounds commuted leave can be granted to a government employee? Options here. Option A private grounds, option B medical grounds with MC, option C illness of children, option D children education. Here the right answer is option B medical ground with MC. Commuted leave can be granted to a government employee on medical ground with medical certificate. Next question. What is the maximum limit for grant of EOL with or without medical certificate to a permanent government servant? Options here. Option A 1 year, option B 180 days, option C 5 years, option D no limit. Here the right answer is option D no limit. The maximum limit for grant of EOL with or without medical certificate to a permanent government servant is no limit. Next question. If a government servant resigns from service, what is the maximum period of EL up to which encashment of leave salary is payable? Options here. Option A half of EL subject to maximum 150 days. Option B nil. Option C 365 days. Option D 90 days. Here the right answer is option A, half of EL subject to maximum of 150 days. If a government servant resigns from service, half of EL subject to maximum of 150 days can be encashed. Next question. If a government servant resigns from service, is eligible for cash of equivalent of leave salary of HPL at his credit? Options here. Option A, yes, he is eligible up to 50% of credit. Option B, no, he is not eligible. Option C, yes, he is eligible up to 150 days. Option D, yes, he is eligible up to maximum of 300 days. Here the right answer is option B, no, he is not eligible. Next question. Can a government servant who has been compulsorily retired as a measure of penalty be eligible for encashment of leave salary? Options here. Option A, not eligible. Option B, eligible for 50% of EL at credit. Option C, eligible for EL at credit. Option D, eligible for 50% of EL. Here the right answer is option C, eligible for EL at credit. Government servant retired on compulsory retirement as a major penalty. He is eligible for encashment of leave salary which are credited at his account. Next question. Who is the competent authority for grant of cash equivalent of leave at the credit of government? Next question. Options here. Option A, head of office. Option B, authority to whom powers to grant leave has been delegated. Option C, head of department. Option D, higher authority only. Here the right answer is option B, authority to whom powers to grant leave has been delegated. Next question. What is the amount of leave salary admissible to a government servant? Options here. Option A, leave salary up to 1 month pay and allowance without any deduction. Option B, leave salary up to 1 month's pay and allowance with the usual deductions. Option C, leave salary up to half month's pay with usual deductions. Option D, leave salary up to half month pay without usual deductions. Here the right answer is option B, leave salary up to 1 month pay and allowance with usual deduction. Next question. What is the maximum period up to which maternity leave can be granted to a female government servant who is unmarried? Options here. Option A, 45 days. Option B, 365 days. Option C, 180 days. Option D, not eligible. Here the right answer is option C, 180 days. Maximum up to 180 days maternity leave can be granted to a unmarried female government servant. Next question. A female government servant applied for maternity leave on account of threatened abortion. To what extent is she eligible? Options here. Option A, eligible for 180 days without MC. Option B, eligible for 180 days with MC. Option C, not eligible. Option D, at the discretion of the sanctioning authority. Here the right answer is option C, not eligible. Next question. Name the kind of leave that is not debited to any leave account. Options here. Option A, earned leave. Option B, child adoption leave. Option C, commuted leave. Option D, half day leave. Here the right answer is option B, child adoption leave. Next question. Is an unmarried male government servant eligible for grant of paternity leave? Options here. Option A, eligible for 15 days. Option B, eligible for 8 days. Option C, eligible for 30 days. Option D, not eligible. Here the right answer is option D, not eligible. Next question. If paternity leave is not available by a government servant, what will happen to such leave? Options here. Option A, credited to his EL account. Option B, it can be carried over to the next confinement of his wife. Option C, credited to his HPL account. Option D, it will lapse. Here the right answer is option D, it will lapse. This is the answer. Next question. Is an apprentice eligible for grant of paternity leave for child adoption? Options here. Option A, eligible for 15 days. Option B, eligible for 7 days. Option C, eligible for 30 days. Option D, not eligible. Here the right answer is option A, eligible for 15 days. Next question. What is the age limit of child stipulated for grant on child adoption leave? Options here. Option A, more than 1 year. Option B, below the age of 1 year. Option C, below the age of 18 years. Option D, no age limit. Here the right answer is option B, below the age of 1 year. Below the age of 1 year, child stipulated for grant of child adoption leave. Next question. What is the maximum period of child adoption leave that can be granted to a female government servant? Options here. Option A, 365 days. Option B, 180 days. Option C, 15 days. Option D, 30 days. Here the right answer is option B, 180 days. Maximum 180 days child adoption leave that can be granted to a female government servant. Next question. For how many minor children a female government servant can request for grant of child care leave? Options here. Option A, only one child. Option B, for two eldest children. Option C, for any two children. Option D, no limit. Here the right answer is option B, for two eldest children. For two children, a female government can be requested for CCL. Next question. The purpose of which childcare leave can be applied for by a government servant? Options here. Option A, for attending union conference. Option B, illness of self with MC. Option C, to look after the needs of children like education and illness. Option D, to avail LTC. Here the right answer is option C, to look after the needs of children like education and illness. To look after the needs of children, education and illness, CCL can be applied by a female government servant. Next question. Name the special kind of leave which is admissible to a government servant from the following. Options here. Option A, earned leave. Option B, half pay leave. Option C, hospital leave. Option D, commuted leave. Here the right answer is option C, hospital leave. Here hospital leave is the special kind of leave. Next question. Who is eligible for grant of study leave? Options here. Option A, Group A officers only. Option B, Group B gazetted officers only. Option C, all gazetted and non-gazetted staff. Option D, Group C staff only. Here the right answer is option C, all gazetted and non-gazetted staff. All gazetted and non-gazetted staffs are eligible for grant of study leave. Next question. What are all the allowance computed for payment of leave salary in respect of government servant who is availing study leave in India? Options here. Option A, last pay drawn including DA and HRA. Option B, pay plus DA only. Option C, pay excluding other allowances. Option D, pay DA, HRA and study allowance. Here the right answer is option A, last pay drawn including DA and HRA. Next question. Who will meet the cost of fees paid for study during study leave? Options here. Option A, government servant. Option B, concerned government. Option C, institute for which offers study. Option D, none of the above. Here the right answer is option A, government servant. The cost of fees paid for study during the leave is borne by the government servant. Next question. Which leave rule is applicable to a government servant lent by the state government to central government? Options here. Option A, CCS leave rules 1972. Option B, both the leave rules central and state. Option C, concerned state government leave rules. Option D, none of the above. Here the right answer is option C, concerned state government leave rules. If a government servant lent by the state government to central government, concerned state government leave rules are applicable to him. Next question. Whether special casual leave is admissible to casual laborers with temporary status who has undergone sterilization operation. Options here. Option B, option A, admissible. Option B, admissible with relaxation by the competent authority. Option C, not applicable, not admissible. Option D, none of the above. Here the right answer is option C, not admissible. Special casual leave not admissible to a casual labor with temporary status who have undergone sterilization operation. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe the channel.